What's up, dude?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. What's your name and what's your tag?
So my name is Joseph. My tag is Morley, but I registered as Playboy Cardi because why the fuck not? Yeah. I came in. I was like, I thought I was gonna win and be like, oh my god, it's me, Cardi, I win. I was gonna post like some Cardi knees on Twitter, but I didn't. I let the rapper ego take over, and I didn't get to win. So now I'm sad.
Wait, so you didn't win?
Oh no, God no.
How did you do in bracket?
Oh, I fucking choked.
Really?
Well, I did. I got top 8. Let me just
top
say
8?
that. Yeah,
Sick.
I got top 8. But I fucking literally, I'm gonna keep it like 300. I should have fucking won every set I lost. I outcamped indecisive.
Wait. Yeah, let's take it a few steps back.
Yeah.
Who do you
boss.
play in Smash Ultimate?
So I'm a lamo who plays Snake. Yeah, I play Snake. I liked him since I was a kid, and now he's finally in Ultimate. I'm having a good time with him. Yeah.
When you say you liked him when you were a kid, is that in Metal Gear games or is that in Brawl?
Oh, it's in Brawl because my friends invited me over to a birthday party and they had Brawl over there. I'm like, yo, that's cool. And they told me don't pick Snake because they said he was bad. And I was like, I mean, sure. I wanted to piss him off. I don't care if it was their birthday. I'll piss him off. So I picked Snake anyway, beat them all, and then I got kicked out of the party. It was really embarrassing.
So what draws you to Snake other than enjoying him as a character? Like, is there anything specific you really like?
C4 as a gimmick itself,
Uh-huh.
I really like C4. The idea of like having a bomb placed on any part of the stage and just being able to detonate it when I feel like it, or sticking it on someone. So they detonate. I think that's really cool.
How are you able to remember where the C4 is?
Honestly, when I first started, I had no fucking idea. But after just a bunch of practice and memorizing and understanding like how his projectiles actually work, I'm able to just remember everywhere where it is most of the time. Like even if I don't visually know where it is, mentally I know where it is all the time. It's like a dog, you know. You know exactly where they are no matter what. And if you don't know where they are, they'll come back somehow. They might bite me, but it's okay.
So how long have you played Smash?
Well, I've played competitively for really competitively, probably for about a year.
About a year?
About a year. In terms of just playing Smash casually, I actually played really casually on 3DS.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played my first Smash game I actually bought and wanted to play casually was 3DS.
Nice.
Because Brawl I only played on my friend's birthday and never touched again. I don't even own it. I wish I did.
Well, why Smash Ultimate? What do you like about the game? Or like, why did you decide you wanted to be a competitive player?
Well, Smash Ultimate brought Snake back, and that was like a lot of memories for me as a kid. Like even that one party, I was like, oh shit, it's the guy from the thing, and I was like, yeah, I was really excited about that. And normally I wouldn't really give a crap about competitive stuff, but like all my friends were reaching out to me that I've made over things like Discord and Twitter and stuff. They were like, yo, Snake's in the game. I'm like, who? I didn't understand what they were talking about for a second because I completely forgot. Then I saw him. I was like, oh, it's the guy. And I really loved it. And that's mainly what it's really just a Snake. If Snake wasn't here, I'd probably play like Tekken or something. Yeah.
So you are from St. Louis, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I moved here about 4 years ago, but yeah.
You moved to Springfield?
I'm at St. Louis.
Oh, gotcha,
Sorry.
gotcha.
Jesus.
I know, they're getting loud over there.
I moved to St. Louis about 4 years ago. I moved around a lot. I was born in Wisconsin, lived in Korea, Wisconsin, Texas, and I think Guam for a little bit. It's been a roller coaster, but I've been moving around, and now I'm finally just chilling in Missouri.
Nice.
Yeah.
How is the St. Louis Ultimate scene?
It's pretty.
Are you PR'd?
Some people think I will be. I'm not PR at the moment, no. Okay. Some people think I will be because of how I play. Others either don't know who I am, but they will soon, so it's fine.
Hell yeah.
In regards to the Ultimate scene, I think I'm basically probably going to be PR, if I'm being honest. Like, it seems pretty good. We have Apollo Kage, he's a really good Snake there. We have Tristan, we have Doman, two very good players. And everyone else is like, compared to like top level stuff, like pretty much like regional bosses, I think they're pretty good. But I'm better, so. Or I think I am.
So you seem pretty confident.
I'm fairly confident, but the issue is when I let that take over and start throwing.
Yeah, so then tell me about what happened today. You said every set you lost, you should have won.
Pretty much. So I didn't stick to a game plan. So I played Indecisive, who's like the number one player here in Springfield. Good player, appreciated Snake. Very different from Apollo Kage up at St. Louis because he definitely goes for a lot more nade camping stuff. I outcamped him the entirety of game 2, like actually outcamped until there were 40 seconds left.
Really?
Yeah, there were literally 40 seconds left, and I was doing that the whole time. And then, unfortunately, he took me to the battlefield, and I literally was standing on my own C4s and his own C4s, so he would just detonate them. And I'm like, shit, where the fuck are these bombs? I have no idea where they are. So that was unfortunate. But if I stuck to my game plan, I just can't. And because I took all that damage, I'm like, okay, well, I got to hit him. So I kept running in, and I got punished for it. Snake's good at that. So they're popping off. I should be up there popping off. It's unfortunate. No, but like if I just stuck to my game plan of just camping him out, which was working considering I camped him and he's very campy. No offense to him, he's very campy. I think I would have done fine. And against the Ike player I was playing earlier, I literally was exuding too much. I was literally like, oh, I'll wrap it up soon, guys. Don't worry. It'll all be fine. I gave him too much time to adapt. And I also started running in a bit more instead of punishing his options. Like, I didn't wait for him. You know, it's better to wait for the opponent to do something so you can punish them for it.
Right.
I, on the other hand, was trying to force the aggressive stuff with my moves when I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
The guy has a giant sword. I just have limbs. What am I going to do about that?
Well, you got limbs and bombs.
Well, yeah, but like if I'm just throwing limbs everywhere and not bombs, then who's really winning?
Is Ike a difficult matchup, or did you just get too confident?
I got way too confident. During the sets earlier, I pretty much was like had a pretty commanding lead most of the time. I held advantage pretty commanding most of the time, but you know, I kind of goofed. And there's no really other way to put it. I'm sure if I look back on a VOD, he probably caught up with me because he was a Game 5 set. So he probably adapted to how I was playing too. But the first, like 3 games, all me. Game 2, I only lost because I kind of got fucked. Like, I got roll read. He read my roll, and I was just like, oh, okay. It's whatever. I'll win.
Yeah.
But, like, see, having that positive energy is good where it's like, okay, I'm confident I'll win anyway. But having that confidence that distracts you from winning the set, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah.
Well, dude, I gotta ask you. One, I'm just gonna say candidly, I love your personality. You're
I appreciate it.
very fun to talk to. So you said you've been playing Smash Ultimate for about a year, correct?
Oh, since launch, but yeah.
Oh, since that launch?
Yeah, but competitively, really, for about a year.
You seem pretty good for having played that long. How do you approach competition? How do you approach improvement?
Well, in regards to competition, I just kind of see it as there's all these people who are trying to play the game, and most of them probably are better than me. That's how I usually like to go in. But the thing is, I let my ego take over and was like, okay, but I can still do it. I let that drive carry me through a lot of stuff. Even if it's like, some people be like, oh, but this matchup's stupid. Like, oh, I hate Palutena. Oh, I hate Fox. I'm like, just beat them.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I love that.
Yeah. Like, you're not losing until you've lost the whole set. Yeah. But I think that mentality is definitely like not been too great because it distracts me from the actual set itself. It's like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to win. But then I don't. And then it's just like, well, all right then, I guess. But I try to keep myself in the same positive headspace all the time. In regards to actually practicing, honestly, there's not much Snake content out there that really teach me the characters. So what I did was I basically looked up a Brawl video and learned how to play Snake from that.
So there's not a lot of content out there to like
Well,
learn?
there's not enough good Snake content for Ultimate at least. So I watched a Brawl video that basically taught me what Snake's kit was like. And I was like, okay, some of the stuff is inaccurate because it's outdated and from a different game. But most of it still applies. Like
That's hype, dude.
Yeah, so I just learned off of that. That's me. Literally, I think I've watched that one video teaches me more about the basics of Snake than any streamer or VOD I've watched in my lifetime. And
Really?
I don't do like I don't really practice in training mode. I don't really do anything like that. I think if I did, it'd probably be better. Right. But most stuff I've done, I've just kind of innovated on my own and learned from there. Like there's some Snake character tech that was discovered. I didn't even know people did it until I saw another guy do it on a live stream. I'm like, wait, fuck, I thought I was the only one who knew how to do that. Shit. And then I was like, okay, well, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just try to let my positive mentality keep playing the game.
Yeah, that's amazing. I was just talking with a friend of mine about positive mentality. What brought you here to Springfield today?
My friend, he's a Greninja player. His name's Cashinator. He was like, yo, there's a tournament, and I know some people here, and I think it'd be nice if you came out. And me, I'm actually going to that Riptide event that's happening really soon.
Nice.
Yeah, I secured myself a spot, and he's driving me, so I figure if we're going to practice the long-distance driving, might as well try it now. See if I'd survive a car ride with him for a second. Yeah,
you got to know if you're compatible in the car together.
Exactly. Thankfully, it all worked out.
It all worked out?
Yeah, he kind of sings a bit too much because it's like songs, but he's a choir kid. What else are they going to do?
Yeah.
If they aren't singing something or saying something, then they're not a choir kid. It's someone else. But it was a fun time, and that's why I came out here. Played some games, had some good time, met a lot of people in Mackenzie.
You think he'll come back?
I'd have to get a ride, honestly, if I did. I would love to. I think I like a lot of, if I'm being honest, I like a lot of the people I met here. First impressions were definitely a lot better than my first impressions in STL. Granted, that's no diss to the scene. I love the guys in STL, but first impression-wise, I definitely had a better time here in Springfield than I did there.
And I assume the scene in St. Louis is much larger?
Relatively larger, I would say so, yeah. There's literally or at least before, COVID and stuff like that. There would usually be like an event, maybe like 3 or 4 a week. And now it's like, COVID obviously is a big factor, but there's like 2 events a week now, one officially, one unofficially.
Nice.
And those been really fun, and it's a really nice scene. I really like it. I like the people there, and I'm just hoping that I'll live up to people's expectations.
Well, what would you say is your favorite thing about playing Smash competitively? Is there a certain combo you love when you hit? Do you just like to win? Like, what do you think is kind of where your heart's at?
There's two things I really like all about Ultimate competitively. One, I really like landing parries in Ultimate because I think it's really fun when I'm just because parrying, it's really just, I let go of a button, and now, because before in Smash 4, you just had to hit, most games, you just hit the shield button and you get a perfect shield, right?
Right.
Yeah, in Ultimate, you have to let go of the button to get your perfect shield, which is okay. But I like doing it because there are times when I'll play a mashy someone who's mashing. I'll be like, okay, I'll just flick the button on and off and on and off, and I'll parry all their attacks and I'll kill them for it.
That's sick.
I think that's fun.
You're sick, dude.
I think that's really fun. But the other stuff I actually really like about it, I think obviously Snake. If Snake wasn't an enjoyable character for me, I definitely think that wouldn't have been too fun. If Snake didn't play even if I tried to mold myself around it, if I didn't enjoy how Snake just works as a character, I don't think I would have liked this game as much as I do. But as I played Snake, I was like, let me try branching out to other characters. Let me try doing this stuff. And I think because there's so many characters in this game, it may not be fun for the other people to play against me, but I find a lot of fun playing my characters against them.
Yeah.
And I just think in general, the game is a very fun experience. There's issues. Online's terrible. The community is garbage. Blah, 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 blah. But you know what? I enjoy the game. And even if people say they don't enjoy the game on Twitter, they're lying. They probably do somewhere.
Well, dude, your mentality seems amazing. You seem to be talented in the game. Do you have big goals for Smash Ultimate, or do you think you'll typically stay to Midwestern tournaments? Or
I think if I go to an event, it'd probably be in the summertime because my aspirations in terms of my future take me far away from Smash. I'm trying to be a lawyer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing I really need to really focus on. But
are you in school right now?
I will be attending UMSL.
Nice. Oh, UMSL?
Yeah.
That's where my sister graduated.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I got myself a bunch of scholarship money, and I'm basically going there for nothing. So it's
dude.
It's why not go there then? So go there for my undergrad, save up all the college money I have saved up for law school, go on from there. Because the thing is, man, I can't do math. Okay, I hate science. Okay, I like history, but who's really paying a historian to do anything?
Unless you want to work in a high school or something.
Exactly, and even then, do I want to work with more high school? Do I want to go back to high school? Really? Some people love teaching, and that's on them. I don't. No. But obviously, as you can tell from this conversation, I like to talk.
Yes.
A lot. And I feel like I could probably apply that in the courtroom as long as I do my, do my magic.
Well, I've already noticed one thing sitting down and talking with you. You're able to juggle a few different topics at once. You're able to remember what you set yourself up to say.
Yeah.
It's difficult to do for some people.
Yeah, it is. I didn't realize how difficult it was. Speaking in general, really. Because, some people, they have either whether it's they're nervous or social anxiety or whatever, they have a difficult time juggling different topics in their head and just talking and stuff like that. But I figure if that's the thing I'm able to do fairly well, why not go even further with that skill? Yeah. Yeah.
I hope you don't mind reading. You're going to be reading a lot too.
It's fine. One time, it's really funny. And one time I was suspended from school for a little bit. I didn't do anything bad. I was because you know how there's a fight and they have to punish both kids even though it's clear who's the victim in the situation is. That was me. So in that time, I literally spent my whole a day because I would get all my homework done. I have nothing to do. They're just gonna make me sit there and do nothing. So I would just read. I'm okay with just reading books as long as I'm interested. Now for this one, I might not be interested, but hey, it's for money, so I kind of have to. I kind of have to read.
Well, let me ask you just a few more, maybe one more thing.
Do whatever you need to do.
So your goal is to be a lawyer. How long do you think you'll be playing Smash?
Oh, I think no matter what, I'll probably just keep playing Smash. It's definitely, I've made so many friends from it. I've met a lot of people through it.
Do you know who Bizarro Flame is?
Yeah, I know who Bizarro Flame is. He's the Ganon from Melee, right?
And he's also a lawyer.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the biz.
I love watching him stream. I love watching his content. I assume he's probably busy doing lawyer stuff now. I haven't seen a Twitch stream of his in a while.
In his first ever, I guess, defense or whatever it would have been, I'm pretty sure he mentioned Melee on the sly. Or
my god!
Or he mimicked
a reference to it.
Yeah,
that's funny.
He made a reference to Ganondorf or something.
Oh my god, he would do that. He would do that.
Yeah.
Bizarro Flame. Oh, yeah, I will say that the Bizarro Flame is definitely one of my inspirations for Smash Bros. I'll give him that.
Really?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, definitely. Not only just as a player, because he plays Ganon. He's already setting himself back by playing Ganon.
Yeah.
But good player, makes use of his kit no matter what the situation is. Always has a headstrong mentality, even when he's fighting freaking Armada. If you remember that set, oh my god. I remember watching that when I was like 12. I was like, yo, who is this guy? Ganondorf versus Armada? What the fuck? I was freaking out when I saw that.
So you watch a lot of Smash?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a long time competitive watcher. At
least. Nice.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Like when I saw PPND versus Armada at Apex, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Why is the Falco just jumping and shooting this disgusting princess in like 240p?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it looked fun. And then I saw Falco do pillar combos. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, man.
That's some fucking shit right there.
Do you think you'd ever play Melee?
I think casually I would. I would never try. I think actually if I played Melee, I would treat it like a platformer. I think the movement in Melee is so fun.
It is.
I don't think I'd enter a tournament because I know I'd get washed. But I think if anything, I would like to master the movement and just be able to move around Battlefield either with Fox or with Marth and just slide around doing wave lands or doing like perfect landings or like wave land or like is it wave landing on platforms? Is that what it is? Where you wave dash and slide off platforms? Yeah, wave landing on platforms, practice wave shine stuff. Like I think the movement in Melee is the coolest thing about it. Not necessarily combos. Like I could play any game and get a combo realistically. That's no diss to Melee. I'm sure they're very complicated. It's a very complex system, especially when there's no buffer. Oh my god, how the fuck do y'all play? It feels stiff as hell. But mastering the movement, I think, would be really cool in that game. That's definitely something I would like to do in my free time if I get some.
It's cool you say that because one of our best players, Flower Dog, he always tells me he doesn't care too much about competition. He just likes to move and just likes to move in a cool, sick way.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I like Snake and Ultimate because his item gameplay, like he can like normally when he's stuck in like his nade stance, he only has like 3 options. But he can do like Z catches with his items, and he can do like item bullshit like Diddy Kong can. And I'm just like, yo, hello there. Like I can literally, based on platform height, do a bullshit setup just based off Z drops from my nade. Yeah, I think it's just really cool. I like movement is cool. Movement is cool, and I really like it. I probably should have played ZSS or somebody, but you know, I like Snake. Sorry,
hey, you still can.
Yeah, I still can. Oh yeah, there's like 80 characters. I can do whatever I want.
Well, I don't want to keep you from the festivities for too long. It seems like they're having a lot of fun over there.
Oh, that's okay. I'm literally doing what I think probably after this, I'm actually gonna head. I have a 3-hour trek back home.
You got to drive tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour trek back home. I mean, I'm cool to answer more questions if you want.
I would love to.
My
ask
guys just watching finals.
Oh, their tournament's still going?
Yeah, their tournaments. I think yes, it's still going right now. This is grand finals.
Guys, you got any questions for this guy?
You're from STL or KC?
STL.
You know any STL Melee players?
Honestly, no. I wish I did. Are the Melee scene and STL is honestly not really that big. There's a lot of PMs, like a lot of PM stuff they do in the Discord, but in terms of Melee, I mean, I don't know. There was one. There was That's.
There was Yeti and there was that Monday. There was that Monday tournament you guys had.
Yeah, there was a Monday one. There was Moonbase. Moonbase shut down unfortunately, but Slew ran some Melee tournaments back in the day, but I'm not too sure what it is now because of COVID.
Are you gonna go to Riptide?
Yes.
Riptide Day.
Yes, sir.
Gaz,
Yes,
you're going
sir.
to Riptide? I'm very happy you're traveling, dude. I think.
Yeah. Spots open up tomorrow. Well, if you have a spectator pass, you can upgrade to competitor pass tomorrow.
I'll think about it. Hey, okay. So, what's your favorite matchup to play in Ultimate?
So, a lot of people don't like fighting against Palutena. I love fighting Palutena in Ultimate. Yeah, people call her like a loser because she like just like does nair and spins around and stuff like that. But I think it's really fun watching them suffer when they can't hit me. Because they're just like, oh, I play Snake. Yeah, because every Palu is just like, oh, I can just spin my big. What's language like on this thing?
Huh?
What's like language, like offensive language like on this thing?
Oh, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, they just love spinning their giant 6-foot dildo stick everywhere, and they're just like, wee, let me stick this up Snake's ass, and I'm just sitting here like, no, not cool. So I like watching them suffer when they can't hit me with their dildo stick. I like watching them cry when they can't hit me with projectiles. Like, it's really easy to get steamrolled by Palutena in Ultimate. But I'm just here just like, you know what? I know the counterplay, and if they beat me because they outplayed me.
Yeah.
I'll make them beat me because they outplayed me, not because they're just going mindless and brain dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make them think. And even if I get cheese, it's probably because I probably messed up something, honestly.
Yeah.
That's because
what does cheese look like in Smash Ultimate? Do you get gimped in that game or like
cheese in Ultimate is kind of like you either die really really early, hitbox bullshit. Z-axis issues. There are a lot of Z-axis
Okay.
issues in Smash Ultimate, and shield pokes. One of the biggest things. So you know how Game & Watch's shield and melee is garbage? Yeah. And you know how everyone's shield and melee, their feet is at least a little exposed? Well, with some characters, their shields are actually invisible and are bullshit. And by that, I mean they're vulnerable even though their shield says they're not. They are not.
Oh, shit.
For example, you know Rob, right?
Yes, I know Rob.
So Rob's whole thing, if he gets hit by one decently strong move on his shield, he'll get shield poked no matter what. Even if it's like a full shield. If you hit him once on his shield, you can basically hit him with anything that has a big hitbox and it'll go through his shield. There was a competitive set at what was that big one? InfinityCon the other day. And all of our players literally just holding his full shield. And a Cloud player stabs his sword directly through it. He didn't they did it frame by frame. He did not roll, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He stabbed through his shield. Shit game.
Yo, Mark, I'm almost done here, then we can roll out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably my favorite matchup. And other than that,
What about your least favorite?
honestly, I don't really have it. I really enjoy
You
this
don't have
game.
a
I
least
don't really
favorite?
have a least favorite. I get annoyed by certain characters, but then I remember I play Snake. So it's all good.
Dude, I just gotta say again, I love your personality.
Thank
I've had a blast talking to you.
Yeah. Where can I find this?
What's a way we can contact you? Are you in the Springfield Melee Discord or anything?
No, it was just like I'll put it.
I'll put it on YouTube.
Okay, yeah. I'm in the STL Smash Discord right now.
Okay.
You have a Twitter I could look up maybe?
Yeah, here, I'll just give you the link to the YouTube channel.
Okay, bet. That's even better.
Yeah, I'll just tell you that. Yeah, anything else you want to say?
Follow me on Twitter at Morley_Pog. Watch me take over St. Louis. That's
Hell
it.
yeah, hell yeah, dude. All right, thank you so much, man.
No problem.
So my name's Derek Burkhardt, and my tag is Dr. B.
Cool. And you play both Melee and Ultimate?
Yes, I'm currently playing both.
Which one is like your main game?
For me, Ultimate is the main game, and Melee is secondary to me now.
Secondary now. So did Melee used to be?
Yes, when I first got into the competitive Smash scene, Melee was the first game I started out with, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I got to meet some of the veteran Melee players around here, and we met up at a church tournament. And that's when they showed us how to play Melee. That's the first time I saw Melee and was like, wow. I saw their hands and they just were clacking like crazy.
So who were some of those veteran players, like Bruce?
Yes, Bruce, Michael, and Terrell.
Cool.
Some of the old veterans.
So you play Link
Yes,
in Melee. Have you always played Link?
I have, yeah.
Why?
Back when I was a kid, he was my favorite character from Nintendo, and so I played him back when I was a kid, and I just love playing him as an adult too. And I think he's pretty fun and pretty enjoyable. And I know he's not the best in the game, but he's just super fun to play.
Have you ever played any other characters, seriously?
I tried playing Falcon a little bit, but honestly, I'm not very good at speedy tech skill in Melee, and Falcon requires that. So I can kind of get away with Link and not practicing too much tech skill. I can play smart with Link, and it pays off pretty well.
What's the typical game plan as Link? Let's say you're playing Marth or something. Are you just spamming projectiles, or is there a method to the Link madness?
I feel like there's a little bit of a method to the madness. If I'm fighting someone who can't approach with projectiles, I'll usually try to force him to approach me with mine. So for instance, when facing Marth, I love fighting Marth because he doesn't have any projectiles. So as Link, I can kind of keep my distance, throw my boomerang and bombs, and force him to come in. And usually, sometimes people will get impatient, and I start looking for those cracks, and then I try to take advantage of them as Link. So
How did you play in bracket today in Melee?
I played surprisingly well today. I made it
I
loser
think you're
semis.
sick. I try to watch all your games when you're here. I love watching
thank
you
you.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who did you play, and how far did you make it in bracket?
So I ended up playing a few players. I played Seven, notably, and I played Dry Bones twice. He knocked me out of losers and knocked me out of winners as well.
So you feel like you played pretty well. What was your favorite set you played today?
I'd have to say, I think my first set against Dry Bones I felt like the first match we did, he didn't quite know the matchup too well, so I was able to take advantage of a few things, and we ended up going 2-1. So it was pretty
I thought you
close.
were going to win that set.
I was close. I was trying to get away with some cheese. Whenever people don't know Link stuff, there are a couple things I can kind of run away with. Dry Bones adapted pretty quickly, and he overcame my neutral and Link pretty hard.
Just Melee?
I used to practice Melee a lot.
Not anymore?
Yeah, not anymore.
Okay, back with Dr. B. We were just talking about Smash Ultimate, where you play Chrom and Captain Falcon.
And not Link.
not Link. So why do you play those two characters?
So I feel like my playstyle, oddly enough, in Smash 4 and Ultimate were aggressive compared to Melee, where it's very defensive. In Smash 4, I picked up Falcon. I love the way Falcon played in Smash 4. And Link wasn't too great in Smash 4, in my opinion. Falcon was just so much fun, and so that kind of carried over to Ultimate. So when Ultimate came out, I started using Falcon still. He played very different, though, so it was a little unusual. So I kind of shifted between Falcon and Chrom for a bit. And I do play a little bit of Link in there. And I feel like if I didn't main Falcon or Chrom early on, I think I would have gone with Link because he's pretty fun in Ultimate also.
Do you like playing Falcon or Chrom more?
It's changed. It used to be Chrom. I used to love just being pretty straightforward with Chrom. I used to just unga bunga with him. He was a very easy character to pick up. I have no shame. He was easy to pick up. And Falcon was a lot more technical. But over the past few months now, I've been wanting to get back into Smash again, and I want to learn more of Falcon. And Falcon's gotten buffs now, and he's gotten better. And watching Fatality, one of the top Ultimate Falcons play, is just really inspiring.
So you said over the past few months, you've been wanting to get into Smash again.
Yep.
What's been bringing you back?
I think the fact that offline tournaments are becoming a thing again.
Oh, right. I didn't even think of that. We just went through a pandemic.
Right. But I tried playing online for a bit, and it was really tough. But online tournaments coming back, and just watching Fatality play a lot, it just really inspires me to want to pick up Falcon again, really. He's a big part of it. So.
What are your Smash Ultimate goals?
Well, I used to be number one. And then
Really?
I used to be number one
That
on
must
PR.
be why I know your tag.
That'd be why. But Yes showed up towards the end of Smash 4, and he started rocking
that,
the scene. Yeah, I was able to hold on to my number one at the end of Smash 4, but when Ultimate came up, I kind of lost my fire to play competitively as much. Even near the end of 4, I stopped having as much motivation, I suppose. And yes, he had all the motivation, and he was very skilled and very dedicated.
He was a very energetic guy.
He was, and he surpassed everyone in this community, and
Yeah.
props to him because he took off like a rocket with his skill. But
So do you want to be number one again, or are you just kind of trying to climb the ranks?
I think I just want to climb the ranks again. Being number one, especially back in Smash 4, I dedicated almost every weekend to traveling to tournaments and attending
Really?
every weekend or weekly. So I put in a lot of time into Smash 4, and I just don't think I'm able to do that anymore. I have more responsibilities. I'm in a relationship now, and it's just I have less time to do it. But I do want to set new goals for myself in Ultimate, and while I'm not striving to be number one anymore, I do want to kind of climb up the ladder. For example, today I lost Zeba, and in Ultimate.
Who do they play?
They play Ice Climbers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's
a
weird.
very weird matchup for me to learn. I'm not familiar with it, but in the last weekly I went to, in this one, he beat me both times. So he's my next
You
target.
got to lab that one.
Yep, he's my next guy I want to beat.
Where did you place in the Ultimate bracket?
I don't think I placed. I think I placed better in Melee, actually. Yeah. I think I did pretty decent. I lost to Seba and a St. Louis Snake player. So
Okay, cool.
But, yeah.
Cool. Well, what else is on your mind? Did you have fun today? You happy to be back at tournaments?
Yeah, it feels good to be back and get to see some familiar faces, especially some of the Ultimate crew. And it's really nice seeing Goose and Seven doing the work they do here and helping support the scene. I remember for a while it was kind of a weird fear of mine after a few of us veterans were leaving from the scene, from Smash 4. It was Kurt, I guess Biscuit, Soft, and J-Man. We were kind of afraid, at least I was kind of afraid that the scene would kind of die off a bit. And I was really happy to hear that Goose and Seven started picking things up
Dude,
and really
Goose and
owning
Seven have been carrying Springfield on their backs, dude.
Straight up.
Shout outs to both Seven and Goose.
Absolutely. You guys rock.
Yeah. Okay, my last question for you for now, unless there's anything else you'd like to talk about. How do you approach improving at something in your gameplay? Do you just kind of generally practice? Do you focus on one thing at a time? Do you just play and play and play? How do you approach getting better?
So for me, I feel like I break it up into two categories, learning your character and learning your opponent. And so I feel like learning the characters it's pretty important. Like I said, Falcon in this game is a lot more technical than he was in 4. So one of my priorities was to learn how to play Falcon, learn his combos, and learn how to, use him properly. Then my other thing I look at is if I review my sets, I watch where I'm getting my stocks lost at, where I'm getting hit, and I try to analyze my opponent and really try to focus and pick up on my opponent's patterns and try to punish them or even condition them. So I try to break it up into those two categories, my character and my opponent's matchup. So,
how do you view competition? Do you get sad when you lose?
Not really. I feel like for a little while, especially in Smash 4, I definitely ran with the anime protagonist personality of oh, this guy's strong, I'm gonna fight him next. And after I lost, I'm oh, this was a good game, and I'll fight you again. I definitely had that silly mindset. But on one hand, it kept me very motivated, and it worked. I mean, I can't argue with the results. Having that kind of, I guess, personality and approach really worked out for me.
Cool.
So while I don't think I have the same personality anymore, I don't think losing really upsets me or makes me sad anymore. It's still a new goal for me to want to pass now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope you get number one again. I think that would be hype.
That'd be fun.
Do you have anything you want to say to the scene or any advice for any Smash players?
No, I just
out
want to
there?
shout out Goose and Seven again, and anyone else who's helping like build the scene again and keeping it stable, especially during the pandemic. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and other than that, I just wanted to climb back up again. And Saba, I'll beat you next time.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks for chatting with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
My name is Parker Smith. I go by Par4 on Melee.
Why do you go by par 4?
Well, it's like most of my gamer tags, I usually do par for the people. It's like something random I came up with, but that's too long for Melee. So I was like Par4, just the number 4. So it's just short for that. No one knows that, but that's what it is.
I know it now.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the internet.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into Melee?
Well, I played Brawl when I was really little, like 10. And then when I was like 15, I went over to my friend's house. They were playing Melee. And I was like, oh, it's just for the GameCube. I was looking for the Brawl thing, the thing that floats around and gives you your special.
Oh, yeah. What the hell is that called?
I don't know. I don't think
Final Smash.
Is that what it's called?
Final Smash Ball, I think.
I know how to get. Yeah, the Smash Ball. Yeah, and I was just waiting for that. I was like, oh, this game sucks. It doesn't have the Smash Ball. But we just kept playing, and then I don't know. Just went from like free for all, like 3 people free for alls, and then just like we turned off items. It just got like more competitive over time.
When did you start coming to tournaments?
So when I started, I was like 15, like I said, like early in my freshman year. And then by the end of freshman year, I like started going to tournaments because I would like grind by myself. And the people that I would play with, I started to like beat them. So they were like, I don't want to play anymore. And so I started to look into like the Joplin tournaments. And I met some of the Joplin people. And then I started coming to these. So yeah, that's pretty much how it went.
Nice. So why Falco, dude? You're one of many Springfield Falcos that have Falcoed over the years.
Yeah. It's not like, I don't think the normal story. So I started with a lot of different characters. Like Luigi was the first one I used when I didn't know anything about the game. And then I started to learn which characters were good. I played like Fox for a while. I learned like a little bit of tech with him. And I mostly played Marth, but then I learned to L cancel with Falco. So I was like,
Gaz over here hitting the jewel pod. You got your pen? Oh, bummer.
sad. What?
Oh my god, this is not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, so you start off as Luigi.
Oh yeah, so I don't know. I was just like, I wanted to pick someone like kind of known, but I was like, Mario, it's kind of basic. Yeah, Luigi's kind of cool, so that's pretty much it.
Then you
But,
moved to Fox.
Yeah, like Fox. I just wanted to like, I liked shine spiking. It was just so satisfying. And then I started playing a lot of Marth, but the video I watched to learn how to L cancel used Falco. So I was like, okay, well, I used Falco because it was in the video. So
Do you remember which video you watched?
It's just a random L. If you look up how to L cancel, you could probably find it.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I know how to L cancel with Falco now. And then I saw like the shield pressure, like the dare shines, and I was like, I'll just play Falco. So
Wait, how old are you?
20.
You're 20?
Yeah.
So you've been playing 5 years?
Yeah, it's been like a lot of on and off though. So
Me too.
I was just thinking like I'd be way better if I'd been grinding the whole time. But
Dude, tell me about it. I started playing PM in 2011.
oh yeah, a lot of people did start on PM. I heard about that.
And the first time I practiced Melee Tech was 2012 as Marth.
Yeah.
And I just never like tried or like applied myself.
Yeah, like I just kind of burn out sometimes.
What are your Melee goals right now?
Right now, I feel like there's a lot of people here that I'm like somewhat even with. So, like,
I think we're pretty even.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Sorry, I
like,
have food in my mouth.
yeah, like some people, I feel like we're pretty even, but they just have like a slight edge over me. Like we played friendlies. I feel like you won a little bit more, and there's someone else.
But I feel like Marth Falco, I feel like in tournament it's different.
It is.
Because like Marth can just kill Falco on so much random shit. Like
yeah, Falco has to work hard. He gets cheesed, but
yeah,
that's
Falco's the
life.
blue collar guy in that matchup. Marth's just
Yeah.
sitting at his desk at work. He's just like typing in shit.
It is, but I don't know. I feel like especially at a low level, it's not hard to like overcome it. Like, like if someone's like really knows their stuff, they can just destroy you. But I feel like no one's really there yet, except for maybe James. Like he can probably destroy me if he really wants to. But
How do you approach competition? Do you get sad when you lose?
I mean, not sad. I mean, it's not as bad in person. Like if I'm playing online, I'll get pissed off easier, like everyone. But I don't know, if I feel like I'm getting cheesed, I just get like a little bit salty. But I'm never like sad for that long. I'm just like, damn, you know. Like when I played 7, just get like down smashed by Peach for 60. That's disheartening. So yeah, even if I'm playing bad, I don't get like too salty about it. If I'm just getting cheesed, if I feel like I'm getting cheesed, I hate that so much. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
How do you approach getting better, or do you practice much?
Yeah, me and my brother will play like 30 minutes to an hour every night. What I try to do is just find like how I've gotten better in the past. Just find like some really specific tech that is fun or interesting or like satisfying, and I'll just always go for that until I get it down, and then I can like stop going for it as much, but I can get it when I want it. So yeah, I'll just find something that's like cool and then start like grinding it, even if it's not great. Just like, I don't know.
So you said there was an L cancel video
Yeah.
as Falco, and that's kind of why you started playing Falco.
Yeah, because that's like the first like advanced tech. Because I was like, I don't know if I can L cancel with anyone else now.
Yeah.
So,
What do you like about Falco? What keeps you coming back to the bird?
I like actually.
Falco dies, dude.
Yeah,
Falco gets killed, bro.
I know,
Why do you
but-
keep playing him?
Like he's cool because, first of all, I didn't know this till recently, but his wave dash is crazy long.
His wave dash can be hella long, bro.
Yeah.
When Mango gets those long wave dashes, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, that's when I first saw it. I was like, I didn't really pay attention before, and then I saw like a wave dash at his shield in like a top level tournament. I was like, shit, he can wave dash. So yeah, that's one of the things I've been doing, like wave dash at his shield, shine. It's really satisfying. So I don't know, like his wave dash, his combos. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. That's just the life I know, I guess.
How did your bracket run go today?
So today, who did I play first? I actually have no idea who I played first. I know I played Mamu. What is his name? Mumu? What is his name?
I think it's a Moo.
Yeah.
Cam.
Mumu. So I played him. I know I lost. I think I was telling you, like, all of my sets are usually like 2-0, 3-0, one side or the other. That's kind of how it goes. But let's see. I played Dr. B. He plays Link.
Yeah.
Pretty good, actually.
How'd
I don't
that
know.
go?
Poorly. I lost 2-0, but the games were a lot closer than the last time I played him, so and it wasn't too bad. Like I've even played Link a little bit, but it's just like the low tier like surprise, you know, like they have the element of surprise. Like you get hit by little bombs. But today I was like a little bit more patient, so I did a little bit better. So I was okay with that. And
What do you
then-
feel like you were struggling with in the Link matchup? The projectiles or like...
Yeah, pretty much the projectiles. And he uses up B. Like I played Link, dabbled with Link for a little while when I got bored of Falco. And I don't use up B near as much. He uses up B a lot. It's good.
It is good.
And I was getting shield grabbed like a decent amount, but I kind of adapted to that, I feel like. So even though I lost pretty bad, I feel like I made some progress against Link. So I'm not too mad about it.
That's kind of how I felt about my set against Drybones. I got big 3-0'd, but in game 3, I really felt like I kept it to... We were both on our last stock, and I think I learned a lot like as I was playing. So I definitely feel that.
Yeah, if you're gonna get like creamed, maybe at least like learn something, make like a little bit of progress. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I don't even remember who else I played. I know I played Mumu and I played Pugs. I play Pugs every week. So
Yeah,
played him.
I was a little against you guys playing in round 1. I was like, come on, these guys play...
They changed it. They
Oh, they
saw
changed
it and they switched it around, and then we played round 2.
Oh, okay.
So we play every week, and those are usually pretty close. Like even they might be like I think I've beat him every time. It's usually like sometimes a 3-0, but the games are close. So I like that set. We actually in the amateur bracket it was game 5. So game
nice.
5 last stock. So it was
Nice.
good.
Are you still in the amateur bracket?
Yeah, I play. It's a round robin. I haven't played everyone yet. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, I'm still in.
Well, what else is on your mind today, dude? What's your favorite thing about Melee?
It's sick, dude.
It is sick.
I don't know. It's just I'm having fun, like teaching my brother how to play because he was like resistant to playing for so long, like people are, because it's hard. So
But it's fun.
it is fun, especially if you can like see people actually get interested in it. Like I had to force him for a while, but now he's liking it. So yeah, I don't know.
Cool. Well, let me think. Is there anything else I need to know about you?
You got the tag. Most people don't know about the tag.
I did get the tag. Dude, Par for the People is like actually a sick tag.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny. Like I just came up with it when I was like so young, but I was like, oh, that's pretty funny.
One time you tripped me out at a tournament because I used to wear a red bandana all the time, and then you show up and you had long hair and you were wearing a red bandana, and I thought I was looking at a mirror image of myself. It like freaked me out.
Yeah, I do. I used to up until recently I was wearing those like a lot, just like to keep the hair out of my face. So yeah, I've been thinking about wearing them to tournaments because it's like a very tournament thing. Like put on the headband, there you go.
It keeps all the melee knowledge inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about bringing that back actually. So,
Right
yeah.
on. Well, yeah. Any last things on your mind?
No, I mean, it's good. I think we got a lot.
Yeah, right on. Thanks, dude.
All right, cool.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Okay, this is like our, third time trying to do this? Second time?
I can't remember. Kind of second, kind of third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting down with LemonLord, whose real name is Lee.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You got it.
Okay, so this is now your third local. How are you liking it?
It's fun. It's fun. I didn't really know what to expect coming out here. I don't know. I'm kind of shy, so but I'm glad my friend got me to come out because I've always enjoyed this game. I guess not always, but the last 4 years or so. Really enjoyed watching it, playing, dabbling with it a little.
How did you get into Melee?
I had a friend from high school who watched Smash a lot, and then in like 2017, he kind of just got me to watch a tournament, and then I watched another tournament, and then
Do you remember which tournament you watched first?
I can't remember. No. I think it was something maybe late February, early March, 2017.
Was it Royal Flush? Was it Melee? Was it Mango?
No, I did watch Royal Flush that year. That was an
That was a
exciting
sick
one.
tournament.
When he beat Armada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the best day of my life.
Yeah.
No,
Really?
I'm kidding. It was a sick tournament, though. So you play Falco. What drew you to Falco?
Just like how fast paced and he can really, what's the word? I don't know. Just high impact, run in and hit them.
I gotta say, dude, I know there's like nerves in tournament and
Yeah.
whatnot, but you are a monster in friendlies, dude. I'm not playing around.
of me.
I'm serious. Like when we were playing friendlies when I first got here, and when I lost to 7, and I heard I had to play you,
Really?
I was like, well, I guess I'm done for the day. Like
No.
I'm
No
not.
way.
I am not even kidding. You play really, really well in friendlies, and I think over time that is going to come into your bracket performance.
Yeah. I think you're right. And it's just kind of nerves, and I don't know. I lose. I don't have a game plan, I think. And I think I focus too much on myself, what I'm doing. I need to pay more attention to what my opponent's doing.
What would you say is your hardest matchup right now? Which character do you not like to fight?
It's kind of hard to say because I just don't know enough. Like around here, I play a lot of Falcos and Marths.
A lot of Falcos and Marths. Throw on the occasional Luigi.
Yeah, and I haven't even played him yet. So I don't know. It's probably the floatier matchups, the Peach, and I only played Puff once in a friendly here. That was it.
So you're playing Falco. Do you have any Melee goals right now? Or are you just coming to have fun, or?
Yeah, just coming to have fun. Honestly, I probably should be practicing more at home, but I just I don't know. I've traveled a lot in the last month.
Where were you traveling?
Well, not this past week, but Memorial Day weekend. I took the Tuesday off and I went down to Austin to visit my girlfriend.
Yo, nice.
So it was a lot of fun.
Cool. Does she know about Melee?
She knows, but she's not she doesn't understand.
Yeah, she does.
She knows I like it. That's pretty much it.
So you said you've been playing Melee since about 2017. You said you don't practice like too much, but like, how did you do in the amateur bracket?
I lost to Dry Bones.
Dry Bones was an amateur?
Yeah, I know, right? But when he went Fox, he beat me pretty handily. Our last game, he went Captain Falcon. I was ahead, like 2 stocks to 1, and then he ended up pulling it out. So I don't know. I think that's another part of the mental game. And I just need to know how to clutch it out and not give in.
Dude, it's hard. It's even hard when you just like lose your first stock of a match, and it's just like, well, I'm already down.
I know,
like,
well, against you is
yeah.
pretty defeating. I mean, yeah, I don't know what happened,
Have you been feeling like you're enjoying the community and enjoying?
Oh,
coming
yeah,
to-
everybody here is so nice.
Dude,
inviting, very friendly.
I'm happy to hear that because I can be a little shy too, especially when I first started coming to these. I would always like leave after I got eliminated from bracket because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and not like no one wants to hang out with me, but I was like, oh, I guess I'll just leave. Like I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But now I stay, and yeah, this is like your new group of friends, basically.
It's always good to have more friends.
Yeah.
It is.
So, how would you say? What were like your highlights of your tournament today? Did you have any really fun sets? Any really close games?
Yeah, the last game against Dry Bones, that was pretty exciting. I wish I would have pulled it out, but that was a good one. I just played against, I can't remember his name, Carter. Yeah, and we had a good set. It was fun and amateur bracket, so we kind of maybe not as serious, kind of talked a bit and had fun. So that one was good.
Cool.
Your set was pretty defeating.
I'm sorry, dude. I was emotionally distraught,
I know, you had to take it out.
and I just you kind of became the target of the emotions. Is there anything you think you're going to practice between this weekly and the next one?
I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about it yet. But
How about this? What do you like about Falco? You think you'll always play Falco?
I'm not going to say, like, I'll always main him forever. But for the time being, I think so. I don't know. I've played other characters a little bit, but it's just, I don't fully know all their moves and how to connect everything. And I'm just, honestly, I'm still learning all of that with Falco. So
Who's like your second favorite character to play?
probably Fox.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I like screwing around with Mario. I haven't played against anybody legitimately with him, but
Yeah, we can get some Mario dittos going,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, well, I'm happy I finally got the chance to sit down with you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on your mind today?
know.
Any shout outs to anybody in the scene? Are you still gunning for Pugs?
Well, I guess I will get to play him in the amateur brackets. You know, we'll see. I'll see him there. Show him up.
Right on, dude. Well, yeah, thanks for sitting down with me.
Yeah,
and
thanks
this
for-
time you're going to be in the video.
Yes,
I've
it
got your
didn't cut
audio.
out.
Nothing cut
All
out.
right.
We are good to go. So
right.
thanks, dude.
Yes, thank you.
Mario,
What's up?
my boy.
What's up, G?
Dude, I got questions for you this week.
Oh, he got them right down.
I straight up got the Easter egg artist kids book.
Beautiful.
Wrote some questions in there. But before we get to those, dude, tell me about today.
I did pretty well actually. I beat Cole in winners semis, and then lost to him in losers finals. But I think I'm gonna mind game him for the rest of every time we play now. I went Fox game one because I know he beats me on Dreamland no matter what, just because he can edge guard way more consistently than I can on that stage specifically, just because it's so big and he lives to be so long, and I die at 40. So I went Fox, and we went last dog, and I kept it close, which I very happy with. Glad my Foxes are also starting to do a little better as well.
Give me that Fox, dude.
Yeah.
Give me that Fox.
Let me rephrase. Well, I specifically build it for Dreamland games, and that's it. I'll counterpick it in the Puff matchup on Dreamland exclusively for the same reason. And I think it's starting to work out. I think it's starting to work out. I'm kind of liking it. Plus, I get to press more buttons that way. And fucking tech skill nut. That's all I like to do is
Yeah,
press
you like
buttons.
pressing buttons.
Yeah, man. But other than that, got three out by James. But game 2 and 3, I was last stock both games, and I was really happy with the way I played game 3, especially. I had the lead for the longest time. He's one touch sometimes, so I mean,
Yeah.
you can't do, or you can do whatever. But I mean, my mentality this week was way better than last week too. I was last weekly. I was more a lot of just here for the boys, kind of here for the vibes. But this week I was came in, I was I'm gonna beat Cole. I'm gonna make it competitive with James. I had the jams going.
I heard you rapping over there.
Dreamville hits.
Are you going to drop the Mario tournament playlist, bro?
I have 4, man. So I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I was spitting out the end of Yikes by Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
Gambia. So if I'm playing hot, I keep it with the same playlist. But if I feel like I'm not playing up to par, I'll switch between either a kind of a rap exercise playlist or a punk rock / alternative rock.
Nice.
Exercise playlist. And if I'm playing really bad, I'll throw in the depression music. And because then I'm just I don't care, and I play. It's weird. The week that I made it that I beat Rick, or not Rick, Turner, Cole, and Wheaties. Whenever I had a Wheaties demon.
You had a Wheaties demon?
I had. Well, it was 2 years ago. Man. It was 2 years ago. It's a little different now.
Yeah.
But I just played terribly the first two sets, and I was barely won them. I almost lost to fucking I almost lost to Endai. That's who it was. Yeah. And So then I threw in the depression music and just ran train. But then like Rick played secondaries grands. I was like, all right, dope, cool, whatever, fine. I get it. But yeah, no, other than that though, my mentality is definitely like it's showing that like it has a lot more to do with the game than I thought it did, especially now that like example, I went in with a pretty good mentality, did pretty well. And even like the games or even the sets that I lost, I was satisfied with my play. It wasn't like I never felt like I did anything like terribly out of the ordinary or terrible like mistakes or anything like that. But yeah, other than that though, played a lot of friendlies. I'm also like half TOing.
Well, so you said your mentality was good today.
Yeah.
How do you deal with nerves? Do you get nervous?
Kind of. It's not. I don't get necessarily nervous. I get like whenever the adrenaline hits, especially like on a game 2 or 3, I can feel my like hands starting to get clammy. So what I'll usually do is like I'll take a breather, kind of get myself like reset. I'll usually switch the song too. That has a lot to do with it. It's like if I switch the song, kind of the adrenaline goes away with it, so then I kind of get more level-headed. And I did that a lot today, and I felt like I was playing a lot better. Especially with my set against Cole, the first one at least. I was like every game, I felt like I was playing pretty well. And like my second set, even the Fox game, I did well. And then my Falco game, I won on my counterpick FOD, and then I kept it close on Yoshi's, which is like.
Why'd you counterpick FOD?
So he's really bad with the changing platform heights, and I capitalize on that because I like a Falco down air on those like moving platforms is really broken because you can poke shield on the first platform, and then if it sends them up, you can down them again and it knocks them back down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. And I like that a lot. And then my other counter pick for that matchup is FD usually, or Battlefield. It depends on how I'm playing. And I think if I'm playing a lot more like laser heavy, I'll pick FD. But if I'm playing a lot more like combo game, I'll go Battlefield just because I like the platforms that make it easier for me to combo off of shines and whatnot. Which is weird because like most Falcons are like pillar combo, pillar combo, pillar combo. But I mean, I gotta go for like shine up air a lot or like shine nair or nair shine. As you've seen my overshot nairs.
Yeah. Dude, Mario's nairs give me night nairs. What do you think was different between sets 1 and 2? Dry Bones.
Well, I think especially the second set, he was just capitalizing a lot more on my mistakes, and like it was a lot like the mistakes that I made. I knew immediately I fucked up because I would see like the punishes immediately. Whereas set 1, it was like. I could tell he was a little rattled by the first game because we went last stock and I was fine with it, but you could tell he was kind of like, I gotta try.
Yeah. He was laughing as he was beating me.
Yeah.
Though I gotta say, game 3, I did get him to last stock. I was very happy with that.
That's good. Yeah, how'd you do today?
Dude. So I actually got my mentality unraveled when I lost to 7.
Really?
Because. We had a really close game 1.
Oh, I heard the stitches come
and
out.
He got 2 stitches, but it wasn't even that. It wasn't even the stitches. He was beating my ass.
It was sometimes it's like I get that way a lot too, where if like one thing bad happens, then all of a sudden the next thing I'm messing up more and more and more.
And 7 and I have always had close sets. I didn't even know until I looked at the head-to-head that I'd ever beat him. And I was like, I did beat 7.
Nice,
I had no memory of that.
Yeah.
But when he beat me, I was like pretty like down. Then I played LemonLord, destroyed him.
Yeah.
And then I played Cam, and that was a really fun set, which I won.
Nice.
And then I played Dry Bones, and it was 3-0.
That's still a good win, though. No, that win is especially like I don't know if like Cam's kind of a how do I describe it? He's like a not PR player. That's why like he's an amateur bracket right now. And I was like, if you win amateur bracket, you're splitting pie. Like that's unfair. Like he's kind of like the upper echelon of top players. He's like that border player. He'd be the like 7-8 on PR. Whereas like then the rest of then there's the like he's right out of top 8. I always feel like he's right out of top 8 or like losers quarters.
Him and I think have a really good rivalry. We have really fun sets.
I really wanted you to play Kellogg today. I really wanted you.
Dude, we got some friendlies in. I like playing Luigi.
Dude, he's so I love playing, especially Kellogg. His mentality is really good, and it makes me very happy to see, especially like he's used to getting bodied by like me. It also doesn't help that his practice partners are me, Cole, and James.
Like the 3 best.
Yeah. I mean, top 3 today. That's literally top 3 today, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish we could have played in bracket. I think it would have been fun. We got some friendlies in, though.
Yeah, I was really upset that I think if we do amateur bracket again, I'm going to start it a little earlier, even if people aren't, like, officially out yet. You can kind of, like, kind of see the trends that what's going on. Because I think he would have benefited a lot. I mean, he had a really close set with Pugs. He had a comeback that was crazy. I was very happy for him. And it's like seeing someone that you've played with that can do well, always brings like it's like
especially against Marth, dude.
Yeah, dude,
like Luigi, I think really. I mean, I think Luigi has it rough in general, but like with Spaceys, I feel like there's some ways he can edge guard them.
Yeah, no,
as
especially
Marth,
with
he
his-
just seems like a soft Pillsbury dope boy. And
Yeah, well,
he's
it's
like,
also I feel like the disjointed hitboxes help Marth so much in that matchup specifically because you can't wave dash across the stage. Because if you wave dash, they're just gonna fair or F smash, and then it's
or down tilt, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Luigi's
dude.
worst
Broken.
nightmare.
broken.
Well, before I hit you with these hot questions, is there anything else on your mind today?
Cole loses this, I think we're gonna go get absolutely hammered. So I'm kind of excited for that.
Where are you guys gonna go?
Dollar beer night, man. Dollar beer night every Thursday at Inner Circle. Dollar beers. Dollar beers. Yeah, I'm in the middle of an interview. Can I finish this real quick? I gotta finish my interview. He's got questions.
You guys can play real quick.
Okay, yeah.
We can pick it back up.
Yeah, all right. I
Cool.
got this little set.
All right, to be continued. Mario, yeah, why'd you want to play 7?
So yeah, he was my bracket demon pre-COVID, and whenever he stopped entering Melee tournaments, I had just started beating him. But I don't know about it. I just played like I play against Marth, and it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
So I played a lot more like spacey rather than like approach all the time. And I just like waited for him. Like if I punished him, I would wait for him to see what he does every time I get up. And then I just started calling out habits. His fundamentals are still really good though, which freaks me out.
Oh yeah, dude. I was just telling him I was kind of banking on him being pretty rusty when I played him.
Yeah,
and he was not, dude.
It's not so much that he's not rusty. He's just not as much of like an approacher. He's just kind of like he waits for you to interact with him rather than the other way around. So with Falco, I can laser, so I can have force interactions. But like a character like Marth, if you want to force interact, it's kind of a commitment. So it's a lot harsher punish than if I miss a laser.
Well, I gotta say, I was playing some Peach against Gaz before I played 7.
Yeah.
And Gaz was kind of trying to mimic 7's playstyle.
But it's not the same.
But when I played 7, he just... I wish we had it on recording setup. He kind of rushed me down, dude.
Really?
As Peach.
Well, I mean, in that matchup, it works, especially because you can kind of pressure the space that you're about to approach. God, that's so weird. Oh, God, that's so weird. Because, like, I'm used to... Even if I play Fox against him, he doesn't rush me down ever. I just feel kind of like I'm in this safe zone. And then not a safe zone.
Yeah. Well, this is a good segue. My first question for you was to ask you how you approach improvement. Because I feel like of any player in the scene who's significantly gotten better, it's always you.
Thank you.
You're just always like kind of getting over that next little hill.
It's always, well, I think my mentality especially has a lot to do with it because I'm okay with getting bodied every now and then. And if it happens consistently, I'm fine with it as long as I know. Like in my sets against, I'm going to use this as an example. My sets against James today, I was really happy with how I played because I knew going into it I should play a certain way, and it paid off. I just have to be like kind of dig deeper in that. But it's like it's kind of like the foundation is there. I should keep building upon it, and I kind of do that with a lot, like against Cole especially because we play so often. That foundation is super solid, so I can just constantly build upon and like try to find new ways to kind of approach him or punish him or catch him off guard or like call outs especially. I feel like I find more and more over time rather than just like playing someone one off. So like whenever I play against Pugs, Mark, I always feel like I can do a lot better, but I'm not necessarily like the foundation's solid enough like in the Marth matchup to where I don't necessarily have to rely on those upper echelons, but I want to keep doing that. So it's like even in the players that I'm beating, I try to find new ways just to make it like so I can not necessarily entertain, but so I can think about the game on a deeper level.
Yeah, and it's like you're always making your B game a little better.
Yeah,
It's kind of a generic phrase, but I think it's true. Like
I also just play a shit ton, so there's that. Like I like at Marquette, I think that was the biggest improvement I ever saw. Besides maybe now, like these past 5-6 weeks that I've been playing with the boys, slowly but surely climbing, man. Slowly but surely climbing. But like at Marquette, I was playing 5 days a week, 4 hours minimum a day, destroying my wrists, getting absolutely hammered after too. So it was like.
That's the melee. That's the way.
I also feel like I treat the game in a way where it's a serious but fun serious. So it's like I can go out with friends after, but I'll still have melee beforehand, and that makes it even better. It's like I could be just sitting here in my apartment watching TV with my roommate, or we could have TV in the background or music in the background. I'm playing melee, having a great time, and I've seen like. I think the players that I kind of surround myself with that I can practice with a lot are also kind of that same mindset where they're perfectly fine with playing hours upon hours as long as they feel something they're getting out of it. So yeah, I think that's the big thing.
So how are you gonna beat Gaz?
So the foundation that I've laid right now is to play a lot more like conservative in my approaches rather than just try to rush him down every time. I've been trying to mix up my full hops and my short hops a lot, and he was telling me he was like. We played a couple days ago, and he was like, I've never seen you play this well against me because you're mixing up your short hop timings, you're empty hopping a lot more, you're full hopping whenever I think you're going to short hop, you're baiting out a grab or something, you're punishing grabs a lot more rather than just panicking. And I was like, And then the biggest piece of advice that he gave me is like, after a knockdown, I usually panic roll or panic spot dodge. And he was like, I'm going to call that out every time. And whenever I realized it, I just started dash dancing. And it'll throw him off because he's so used to it. But for me, it's like, oh, I'm doing the exact same thing that I was doing, like kind of staying in place, but I'm kind of adding another layer to it. So it's just like a lot of smaller things that I need to tweak. And then like just kind of making myself more consistent.
When you're playing someone like Gaz, who's the best in our scene, as you're playing him, are you thinking like, now I'm going to do this mix-up, now I'm going to do this mix-up?
Kind of. It depends on the situation. If I'm approaching, yes, I went with these couple approaches last time. How should I approach this time? Whereas like other times I'm like, instead of like mixing up my punishes, it's a lot more approaching. But with Cole, who's someone who's just like about on that same upper echelon of players, I have to mix up my punishes. I think it's a lot more matchup and player dependent. It's like Cole won't really necessarily call out my approaches, so I can continue to do them. But James will call out my approaches, so I'm giving you compliments.
Yeah, we're complimenting you, James.
But yeah, so it's... but I also think another big thing is like the way I approach those types of matches now. I'm a lot more confident in like my ability, whereas before I was just like, all right, I have to play Cole, whatever, I'm gonna lose, and I'm gonna play James, I'm gonna get 3-0'd. It's like I got 3-0 today, I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Like, but beforehand, it would just like tear me down, and I think it's maintaining that mentality is way more helpful than anything.
Dude, that's so true, because in my third game against Drybones, I literally... Did you ever watch Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah.
You know when it goes into his ear?
Yeah,
I literally recalled a time when I was down 1 stock to 3 against him, and I brought it back and won.
Yeah.
And I was down 1 stock to 3 against Pokemon Stadium, and I was like, I can do this. I've done it before.
That's what I did today against Cole on my first set twice. I was down. Even Kel, like my roommate, was like, as soon as I saw you were down a stock, like I thought it was over, and I was like, I'm used to having that mentality, but today I was like, I came in with a purpose. My fucking purpose came out.
Yeah. Dude, well, I think it's hype you beat him in winners.
Oh, dude, it was great. I'm happy with my play, and I think that's, at the end of the day, that's all I should really care about. Whereas, like, yeah, winning's cool and all. Yeah, I would like my money back, but I did good. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you working on right now as Falco? Like, what's your
shield
biggest
dropping
thing?
and like movement after it is like the big thing. Edge guards are a little lackluster right now, especially against Marth, because I'm so used to like bread and butter things. But like, and with James especially, he mixes up those side beat timings a lot more and saves his jump. It's like kind of pew-pew-esque on like a very lower level of like mind game of it, but he's really good at like figuring out what you want to cover, whereas I'm really good at just trying to cover as much as possible, but he knows that like that one option that I won't cover, he's seen it before. So
Yeah. Do you like the Marth matchup?
I actually do a lot.
Yeah?
I think, especially now, my mix-ups on those like combo game, I think have maybe enjoyed a lot more than I should. Because a lot of Falco players are like, oh, Marth on FD, and I'm like, I kind of like the FD matchup because it makes me like have to play a certain way. It's the same way with Puff, like I have to play a specific style of play, so I have to think deeper on it, and I like that. I like that about Melee.
Yeah, I think Falco and Marth, even though at times it can look like Marth really just destroys Falco, I think both characters...
I think it's very polarizing matchup.
Yeah, they kind of both have to make each other think quite a bit.
Yeah.
What's your favorite matchup to play in general, and what's your favorite matchup to watch?
My favorite matchup to play, I think I'm the best at the Falco Fox matchup, but my favorite one to play by far is the Falcon matchup.
Really?
Yeah, well, because
dude, I'm afraid of Falcon. I gotta say,
the thing is, I think of it as free combo food, man. Just like I hit this sick combo against Cole earlier. He was edge guarding on the right side of the stage. I hit him with an up air, popped him up, jumped off from off stage, jumped back on a stage, lasered him. The laser hit, nared. He was on he was falling over the other side of the stage. Laser him again, forward smashed him, and even Roman was like, "Ooh." Ooh, and I was like, yeah, yeah.
If you get a reaction from Roman, you're kind of in.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's I think I'm the best at the Fox matchup just because like that combo game for me is really bread and butter, and it's something I've ingrained in my head so much. I've played so many freaking Foxes. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty scared when Cam or Moo he went Falcon game 4, and I was like, God damn it. I was so scared, but I held it together.
Yeah,
I was able to win. But that was pretty scary. What's your favorite matchup to watch? If we're talking like Smash Summit, like what are you excited to see?
I think Fox Falco, Mango Leffen.
Oh yeah,
those sets are always hype. But I like watching Falcon. If that makes sense. I like seeing the different options that they can use in a combo.
Yeah,
none is nutty. And like Moki, I think is dope to watch. I think I don't have a favorite matchup. I have a favorite player to watch. It's like Nun, Moki, Mango. Leffen's pretty. I feel like he's too optimal with it. So like I never see the combos that he should do hit. I'm like could have gone for like a crazy down tilt, JC Shine. Waveland, up smash, but grab up, throw up air is fine too.
Well, Leffen definitely brings that like more traditional fighting game like aspect to Melee. Like he knows what he wants and he knows what he's looking for.
And like that's always nice to see, but at the same time, it's like I want to see some nutty stuff. I also think watching Yoshi is insane.
Watching Yoshi's
I'm
hype,
like, dude, I have no idea what the players thinking in the slightest, but like seeing it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Cool. Man, I don't know if I have anything else for you. You're trying to go get drunk, aren't you?
It's a little late for that, but I'm probably just gonna have a couple beers. Me and Cole, kind of the classic is like we drink, talk about our sets, see how we play, see if we're both okay. Usually, it used to be the case that my mentality was always in the shitter after, so I was like, I need to get drunk. But now I'm just like, I'm satisfied with my play today. Last week I was just kind of like, I wasn't really mad or happy. I was indifferent. Still like the drinking aspect. Being able to talk about Melee after playing it is kind of cool.
Dude, I think it's really cool you guys do that. That's kind of what me and Mark do on the drive home. We're like, well, how'd you do?
Yeah, it's like, how you think you did? It's like, are you satisfied? Like, what do you think you could brew on? Like, having that kind of reflection, the self-reflection too, kind of brings out a lot more in both players' gameplay. I think that's why I think talking about the game is just as interesting as playing it.
That's why I want to do this, to like get people to talk about their shit.
But then like, listening back on them, especially like looking back on sets, I think is just as important as like looking back and seeing how you thought of the game at the time as well. So I think both have their benefits and like their drawbacks, because sometimes if you're in like a shitty mood after and you're just like, whatever, I don't like. I'm sure if someone came up to you after you played 7, you're like, I couldn't fucking try.
I do feel bad because after I lost, Mark was like, "Hey man, it's all right," and I literally just went, "Ugh." I didn't have any words.
I get it.
Well, I think it's hype, dude, to see you like so even keel, so like clear headed. Because I remember the salty Mario days too, and I'm just happy. I don't know.
I've mellowed out more.
I see a light in your eyes, man.
I think it has a lot more to do with like everything around Melee as well. If you come in the weekly and you're having like a shitty day, you're gonna play shitty. You're gonna feel shitty about your play. If you come in like kind of clear, like not even indifferent, and you do a couple cool things, you're gonna be kind of happy about those things. Like you might have lost players you shouldn't have. You're still gonna be happy with those couple things. If you go in with like a good mentality, you can feel fucking great about. Even if you lose, you can feel fucking great about your play. Like Kellogg today, that's why I was like saying earlier. He left. He was like, I'm really happy that I did this.
He was cheesing. I was so happy. I was so happy too.
and like seeing the little sparkle in the eyes. I'm like, the Melee player is born.
And how long has he been playing?
Like 4 months max.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like competitively, 3 months.
Yeah?
Yeah, like he learned how to Waveland and Wave Dash 2 months ago max. But it's like, that's all he uses.
He literally has like the best Luigi wave dashes I've ever seen a human being do in my life.
He was like, I asked him like, do you practice on your music? If I practice, I'm going to practice the same thing so I can make that consistent. So I can practice the other things whenever I'm playing other people. I was like, that is a great mentality to go with. Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I get to play him in bracket soon. Like I said, I like playing Luigi. I just think it's fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, a Marth.
So when are you gonna get Zola or Vinny to get back out here?
Dude, Vinny's gonna be moving, man. My boy, it's gonna be gone. You know how many dabs Vinny and I have ripped? Vinny and I will play one match of Melee, hit the fucking rig, and then just spin the camera around in 20XX until it makes like hallucinations.
Yeah.
And
that's funny. That's what we Kellogg do. But
hey. He's gonna be moving. I'm sad.
That's crazy. But I mean, I'm just happy the scene's coming back, and I'm like, I like seeing a lot of new faces. Even like the Ultimate players that come in, I'm very happy that they play. Just like having more people to play with is always nice, man. It's always nice. You can see the improvements from everyone, and like seeing like Pugs and Par 4 go back and forth on like games. Like smaller rivalries are being like molded.
Dude, me and Cam, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And it's like my rivalry with Cole will be my forever rival, but like catching up to Gas real quick.
I'm trying to catch up to you. You better watch out for me.
Love to see the day, man. I would welcome it with open arms. I'll laser forward smash you 6 times in a row.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, this is good. This is good.
Right on, dude.
All right, man. Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you, Mario. You are the talent, as they say. Seven.
Yo, what's up?
Why'd you have to beat me so bad, dude?
Well, I didn't beat you. The Stitch beat you.
I think you still kind of beat me.
Yeah, okay.
What do I do?
Okay, I don't know. I feel like whenever you got to do the throw into like pivot F smash against Peach because it's super good and it's hard to get out of. Like I can't really DI out of it that well, depending on the percent. I don't know the specific percents or anything, but
I was kind of banking on you being a little rusty, and I felt like you came out swinging.
yeah, I mean I'm a little rusty like overall, but like I don't have to L cancel that much because I just float cancel my aerials. Which kind of helps, which helps me switch between the games. Because if I played like Fox, I would be so bad, like switching between Ultimate and Melee.
Well, I only want to talk about Melee briefly because I'd like for us to talk about some Ultimate. But
Yeah.
tell me how your Melee bracket went.
It went all right. So I played, oh my gosh, what was this tag? It was like 4 words.
4 words.
Heat.
Heat.
Or
Heat.
4 letters, I mean. I'm sorry. I played Heat, and I won that 2-0. Then I played you, 1-2-0. Then I played James, lost 3-1, I think.
Nice. Got the game.
Yeah. Then I played Dr. B, and he 3-0'd me.
Really?
Yeah.
Link? How did that go?
I didn't. The thing that got me was like the Link up air disjoint. Because I kept trying to like land around him, and then he would just like hit me. I couldn't do anything about it. Like I'm used to like a lot of characters, I can just nair them like if they mess it up. But like his was so safe. I don't think I adapted fast enough. But for the most part, I avoided the Link cheese. Like I didn't get killed by the up B or anything.
Nice.
But also I didn't know how to DI his down throw until like the end because I don't know the Link matchup.
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck does?
Yeah, exactly. So he killed me with the down throw a few times before I like switched it up and finally figured out like up and away. And then I asked him to make sure. He's like, yeah, you can DI up and away as a floaty. So yeah, so I went 2-2 in Melee and Ultimate.
You went 2-2 in Ultimate.
Yeah.
Tell me about your Ultimate bracket.
It was pretty rough. I was seeded to win round 1, and game 1 I almost got 3 stocked because I was just like, it was so bad. I don't know what happened. And then game 2 I had a lead. And then I got like thrown off the stage and down aired super early, which is my fault because I was playing Roy, so my recovery is like kind of linear. But I shouldn't have got hit there anyway, but it was so bad. I was like, oh my goodness. But the person I lost to is on the PR, so it's not that bad. Like,
Are you on the PR?
Yeah, I'm number 8, but right now I'm probably like 5 after COVID. But there's no PR right now. So yeah, I'm like 8 officially on the Ultimate PR.
So one thing this is a good transition then. I wanted to ask you, I saw you talk about how like you're on the Ultimate grind right now.
Yeah,
like taking it pretty seriously?
Yeah, I've been on the fence. Like I've been playing mostly for fun, which like I mean it's always pretty fun when I play, right? But I'm gonna try and go to like more tournaments, more like other regions weeklies and stuff.
You just traveled, correct?
Yeah,
Tell me about
I just got
that.
back from the dungeon in Colorado, which was pretty hype. I played Bestness in a set.
How'd it go?
He 3-0'd me, but he's number 43 on the PGR, so I'm not upset about that. And I had someone record the game, so I can look at it. I haven't looked at it yet. So that was awesome. I did all right at that one.
How'd you place overall?
I got 65th, but there was like 200 and something, so that's like, I definitely could have done better. I lost my round 1 again there. To someone, like I was seeded to win and then play Shu, which they're sponsored by Armada. But
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
That's
I
cool.
was hyped to play that set against them. And then, unfortunately, I lost my round 1. And then, afterward, I heard Shu talking to the other person. They were like, yeah, I looked at that guy's sets. He seems pretty good. And so, like, they were downloading me. And
Like he watched your sets?
yeah, I guess so. Like,
Dude.
Oh, I guess Shu like knew we were gonna play or something and looked it up. I'm not for sure, but I heard them say that.
That's kind of cool,
the
though.
person I lost. Yeah, no, that would be so hype. So, and they didn't know I was listening, so I kind of got like a secret compliment. And then I did all right in losers.
Did you play Roy at that tournament?
Yeah. Okay. So I made the fatal mistake of like switching back to the old mains in both the sets I lost, which I could have won both of those as Roy so easy. Like I just had to use my brain. I almost went 0-2 because I lost my round 1, and then I went game 3 against this random dark pit, and I was like, dude, like I cannot lose. So I had to turn on my brain, and then I ended up winning.
How did you pull it together? What did that feel like?
I was like, okay, like What does he keep hitting me with? It's like the up smash. I'm air dodging in too early. He's hitting the up smash and the F smash on me, like reactionary, which I can't let him get at that free. And I was like, I cannot go like anywhere off stage or near the ledge because he's gonna get me with arrows, or he's got like a million multi hits. So I'm just like, okay, don't get off stage. Only edge guard him if I'm like super confident. And I was like, I gotta pair. I kept trying to bait him into get up attacking and pairing it, and it worked twice in game 3. Like I parried his get up attack twice, and then jared him.
So you're badass enough to just try to parry?
Yeah.
That's too scary for me.
It's like the last few months I've been trying to do it more and more, and it's actually like, it's obviously so good, but it's not as hard as I thought once I like think about what they're doing a lot. Like the get up attack is a good example because like he's on the ledge, so if I jab like a bunch and make it, or like bait him somehow, like I use a move, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get up attack through this, and then like it has less lag than he thinks, so I shield. That's easy because like I know the timing and they're going to use the move. It's a lot harder in neutral when they're like landing on you with nair or something because they can mix it up. But I think a good time to like start pairing on purpose is get up attacks. You know the timing on it no matter what.
So you traveled, you got 65th, you beat the Dark Pit. Who'd you end up losing to in losers?
I lost, I don't know, some random Robin.
Who's Robin?
Robin the character from Batman. No,
not
it's
from
like,
Batman.
No, it's Robin from Fire Emblem.
I just totally
the
drew a
magic
blank.
Zoner person.
I thought you meant to say Rob at first. I was like, his name's Rob, not Rob.
I also switched off Roy, which I regret. Roy wins the matchup, but I switched to Sephiroth, who's kind of my co-main, but not as good as my Roy. I was like, okay, I think Sephiroth might win this more, and I don't have to like play their game as much, but I didn't go as planned. And I almost won game 1, so I should have stayed Roy again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun trip.
What's your current approach to improvement?
Okay, well, normally, like, I try and find options that, like, I'm not utilizing enough of that my character has. Because there's, like, fundies or whatever, right? But I don't think, I'm not using all of Roy's options to the point where I need to just, like, you know, I still have to incorporate new options before I just start improving, like, I don't know, does that make sense?
Yeah. So what's, like, a new option you've been looking into?
So one of them, I mean, I did this a while ago when I first started him, but a good example was jab side B. Kills like people super early, and so whenever you side B, it like stops your momentum going up. So you have to like time it and do like the different, like the upward one or the forward one, depending on like how they're falling. So like that was I used to never go for jab side B. For some reason recently, or for some reason I hadn't until recently, been doing his up B out of shield, which is probably good because, like, a lot of people mash that option, like, especially lower level. They're like, oh, I got an up B out of shield. I used
to do that when I was
right. I mean, I played against Dr. B's Link earlier, you know what I'm saying? No. I'm kidding. But, so yeah, I've been trying to do that, like, when I know it'll work. Because his has armor, and it kills, like, around 130, which is pretty good for Roy, having an out of shield option like that. So yeah, that's just, like, 2 examples. Like, next, I don't know what I'm going to work on for sure. Probably something to do with, like, his down tilt. I feel like I don't use it enough. I feel like I got to utilize the down tilt more going into the future.
I love Roy's jab in Smash Ultimate. It's such a juicy jab.
Dude, hitting the jab back air, dude, Jer is, like, the most satisfying thing in Ultimate for me. It's, like, it's pure ecstasy, especially if they're at, like, 70 on town and... You know, they're like a light character, so they just explode.
Yeah. So you're going to kind of focus on some new options as Roy. As far as our local scene goes, are you gunning for, like, number 1 on the PR?
I can't get number 1 within one season. Honestly, like, I feel like I'm gunning for number 3 behind Indecisive and Goose Fancy are definitely our clear top 2. And then it's probably Surge, or then it's probably Foxy, and then me and Surge, which I beat Surge twice last time we played, or last tournament we were both in. I beat him 2-0, it's so weird. I beat him in 2 separate sets. So like I double elimed him. I just said that 30 times, but I was trying to find a way to word it right. Okay, but. Yeah, so I'm around the 4th to 6th range between me, Surge, and Saba. It's kind of a toss-up, but Last time I played both of them, I won, so it's looking good.
And you still would say Ultimate's more fun for you right now?
I don't know. Probably, but if I played Melee more, it would be more fun. You know what I mean? It's just because, like, when I play against James in this game, I'm just, like, trying to randomly win. You know what I mean? Like, I'm practiced in Ultimate where it's like, I play against someone good and I'm like, okay, like, I know what I can do to try and, like, bait him and win. But in Melee, since I'm not practiced, I don't know, like, how to bait James or anything. So, like, hopefully he messes up and then I punish him. That's kind of like my neutral right now.
It's always hard when your game plan is like, man, I hope they mess up.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel against Dry Bones right now. Like, and I did start to learn by game 3. I was happy with my adaptations in game 3.
Right.
But game 1 and 2 was like, man, I hope he kind of like messes up.
Yeah,
Like,
really. It really feels like that. So that's why, I don't know. I would say, like, if I was just going to sit down and play, like, items on and stuff, you know, pure casual, I'd probably just play Melee because it's so fun, like raw. But competitively, right now, Ultimate is more fun for me, I'd say.
Nice. Well, those are my main questions for you. I wanted to hear a bit about your Ultimate grind. My last one was Roy the Boy. It sounds like you're still playing Roy.
Yeah, still playing Roy.
Is there anything else on your mind today?
Next time, Mario's gonna get his ass kicked in the money match.
I did see the money match.
I'm just kidding. He kind of destroyed me.
Gaz was just talking about diehard fan communities.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't know. I think that, like, basically whenever, like, you know, like, whenever you start picking up Melee, you just stop playing other games.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, with Melee, like, I was 13, 14, I'd still play every single Nintendo game I'd get, blah, blah, blah. But the deeper and deeper I got into Melee, the more and more in love, I just fell in love with the movement. So now, every single time I play a different game, I'm like, all right, let me dash dance. Let me
I try to wave dash in, like, every fucking game I play.
But then, like, games like League or like Valorant, I was able to get into those because I had friends playing them and stuff. But, like, I'm always getting drawn back into Melee. Like, I get really discouraged because people are talking about Tekken, Guilty Gear, and I really think I could be decent at other fighting games. I have, the understanding, but, like, I don't know, dude. Melee just so sick.
Fuck it, just play Melee. I mean, I think if you ever need a break from Melee, you know, play some Guilty Gear or something.
Right.
But... nah, dude.
Not for the most part.
Well, that's a good kind of segue to what I want to ask you about. Unless you wanted to talk about anything first, today's tournament.
Honestly, I'm just really happy. I'm really happy about... I think this third week really showed that literally the last 2 weeks, our new players, they're coming back every single week. They're staying. They're getting better. And the very best part, all 5 of them, all of our new players are making each other rivals.
Yeah.
They're pushing each other. They're taking games off each other. And that is the healthiest, most greatest thing you can have for people like coming out and beginning in a scene.
Yeah.
And then I just found out Lemon, he doesn't practice on a CRT. I just gave him my 20XX like game thing, and now he's going to be practicing on a CRT. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Dude, I got to say, I've said this on a few interviews already, so I'll probably just only keep it in this one. I was playing LemonLord in friendlies. If he can play in friendlies, like if he can play in bracket like he plays in friendlies,
it's insane.
He's gonna be
if that was for any Melee player. See, like, I don't. Wait, what was I about to say? It was okay. Yeah, we were talking about like he was talking like because he plays on like not a CRT. We were talking about every single time he gets here, he basically has to like take an hour or two of playing to actually feel like warm up again because he has to play on a CRT. So like if he's just like avoiding all of that and just going ahead and getting the practice, I don't know. I think Lemon has the most potential out of all of them so far right now.
I do too. His combos can be really nasty.
Yeah, or not even nasty, but like it just 3-4 really solid hits, and then he's just done.
Yeah.
And what else?
Well, yeah. Did you have any more thoughts on today's tournament? You won.
Well, it was really cool that to see like the rest of the bracket play out without Rick and Turner. It played out exactly how I expected it, like D-Bones and Guat fighting for third. But it was really, really fun seeing Derek, Dr. V come out, take some sets. It was really fun. I really thought you'd beat 7 this week. I really thought, but. But then I played 7 right afterward, and it just reminded me that he's still like really good.
He's so good.
Yes,
I was banking on him being rusty, and he came out the gate.
Yeah, making you rusty. Yeah, seriously, it was sick. The floaty matchups are the ones that we need to. And I wish we had a recording sub here this week. Literally, me and Cole had a set here today, and we were just thinking like, damn, we need a recording sub this week. We went so sick.
Yeah, dude, I wish Cam and I played again.
3-2 or 3-1?
3-1.
3-1. Okay.
He brought out the Captain Falcon Game 4, and I got pretty scared, but I held it together.
Okay, wait, was it close or pretty?
Dude, it was all because of the gifts you sent me. Literally, that is like how I comboed him all set long.
Just a short hop?
Short hop, waiting for the tech option, and then just...
and then you realize, wait a second. I can actually hit him now instead of just doing an up tilt. Like, you feel so much better because it feels a lot more earned. I don't know. I think like it was game 5 last hit last time. Well, not last hit, but then now it's a solid 3-1. I think that just goes to show like you didn't study, but like you saw like my studying and you did a little bit more practice, and then you just paid attention to the spots you paid attention to, and then you know, solid difference in literally 2 weeks.
And there were so many times in that set where I was like about to forward smash, and it's like, no, I'm
no.
not going to do it.
But
So-
any of those high, bad, predictable. Oh yeah, we were supposed to play, and I was supposed to teach him about some CC stuff.
We'll play it before the next tournament.
Yeah, because dude, this isn't happening for another. I think Ultimate like really showing that they can get some numbers. I think like next week was when we'll get it decided if this is a weekly or not.
Well, here's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay,
so you're the best in the scene, and I say that unironically because I'm a Gaz fan, and I've been a Gaz fan from day one. What are you working on right now, like in your Marth gameplay, or like or are you just kind of coasting right now? Because what's going on?
I feel like I'm actually the very, very best I have been in my player skill, but other stuff needs to catch up. I think my tournament nerves are like if I went to an Astro out of City, I think I'd crumble right now. But like,
Why do you say that?
It just like it's way different to like. I mean, I get psyched up here just like playing Rick or something, just like I don't know, just new. It was the number one thing that I struggled against. It was just like overthinking, getting scared, nervousness, and that's all still gonna come back and stuff. Back to the original question of stuff I'm working on. I'm working on stuff in my movement I was never able to do before COVID. So basically, before COVID, I was never able to pivot to my left or anything like that. And that's where I want to get to. The number one thing is really paying attention to my opponent. Because of Zane's videos, like I've been able to just like most of the times like. It was especially happening online. Like there'd be a time where I could just like go down 2 stocks and get mad, but instead I'm just hyper focusing and paying attention to like if the fox is gonna, do that drill again or something. But what I am focusing on, I'm really focusing on always staying calm. Like I know mentally, like not getting mad at stuff. I'm really paying attention to like reversals and SDI slide off situations, mainly slide off situations. Because it's really hard to practice that like against good people, but something about like living in a region with lower level players, I can just kind of test everything that like I do, and I think that worked out really. I think that's gonna work out really well against Rick next time I play him because I think Rick is making me have to transform. I think Rick and Mario have made me like transform like my Falco gameplay because their 2021 tech skill, like they were all practicing and stuff. In COVID, I wasn't really practicing, and they kind of like all caught up like with that tech skill, and I had to adapt to like the slide offs and stuff like that. So it was really just an adjustment period for me. Okay, but I want to give you a more clear answer on that. Stuff I'm mainly focusing on. I think like if I were to give you like gameplay specific things, I think dashing. I want to like stuff I'm improving on was of course my pivots.
Yes.
I recently got that shoulder button done.
Yes.
So I've been working on. I used to do everything with L. But I'm wanting to transition to doing my power shields, my counters, or like wave dashing out of shield. I'm switching to R because eventually you realize that you just need both the trigger buttons. So it's basically been getting in the muscle memory of like every single time I'd land on a platform, I would L cancel with L. But now I need to be L canceling with R. So sometimes I'm L canceling with L, and on platforms I'm L canceling with R. It's a really big thing that I'm confusing myself in my head. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, so you've been talking about these things, you're talking about L canceling. How do you approach improving at something? How do you find something in your gameplay that you want to change?
Well, I think there's 2 answers to that question. There's like low-level improvement, like stuff like
I'm
mechanically.
asking you. I'm asking, how do you identify something you want to change, and then how do you go about doing it?
See, that's a really interesting question because I'm just now figuring out that myself.
Nice. Yeah, that's why I
literally
ask.
5 years after, and I'm just now figuring it out. But I think a really easy thing is for like one of your mistakes, if you notice that like in a match, like you're missing an L cancel like at a very specific spot, you should just like drill that L cancel. It's like a really like those like down airs like that you're not fast falling, but like you just hit and then it's the strong hit, but then it's a weird L cancel.
Yeah.
I'll go in and then I'll just practice that L cancel time just for a
That's
little
actually
bit.
hype.
Yeah, and if Fox has like up tilted me a lot, or no, not up tilted, but like if he's up air me a lot, I'm gonna like practice my SDIing and stuff like that. But it's mainly paying attention to what they're doing out of my moves.
Okay.
So against Sheik, I think Sheik against Marth is a perfect example. Sheik Marth wants to down tilt in that match and control the ground. So what is Sheik gonna do out of the down tilt? Sheik can either, I'm going to down tilt Sheik. She's either going to crouch cancel, grab.
Cancel, grab.
Yeah, she's going to spot dodge, or she's going to dash back, or, or jump out. My main objective, because 99% of the players, the next time you do that exact same down tilt, let's say a half a second later, because you do like another one, they're going to do the exact same option. So, honestly, next time, you can use it against a Fox, like exactly what Zane said, it's a magnet. And basically, like, my matches in Springfield and against, like, netplay people have basically been just testing out what Zane has been saying in those videos. Like, all right, okay, so I'm just going to base my entire neutral game around what Sheik is doing off my down tilt.
Right.
And then I feel really bad, like, talking about improvement and stuff because, like, I feel like I just missed so much. Like, I feel like I'm just, like, you see me stutter and talk all the time because I'm giving you advice, and then I'm thinking of a different scenario where I just may not, like, align. Melee's so difficult and hard. It's really hard to just, like, encapsulate how...
you don't stutter that much, man. You're a good speaker. You really are.
I mean, I don't think I stutter that much, too. I just interrupt myself. Like,
you do. But you're charismatic.
I love it. But I think another thing, like, for lower level improvement, I think it's really good to, like, ask. Literally asking, because it's most of the time it's only one thing that you're doing that people are just punishing.
Yeah.
So like against LemonLord, I was just playing him just now, and I was just telling him, hey, I think your combos are really good, but no, it was Pugs. He was playing against par 4, and it was just the entire time he was able to get a stock, and his Firefox is out there. He wouldn't like go out and edge guard. He would just like try and go for an F smash while he's still on stage. So I told Mark, hey, the next time you're playing friendlies, just really focus on going off stage whenever you're trying to go to an edge guard and not just stick on the stage. One thing at a time. It's hard to pay attention because you also have 20 billion other things that you were told to pay attention to.
But the one thing at a time thing is so legit, because that's what I did today in the tournament. I literally got the thing we talked about earlier today. And
that I'm actually I want to like teach that to Mark right now. That is actually like what makes the difference between like, let's say like a U Marth versus like, let's say like a 7U Marth compared to like a really solid day dry bones Marth. Like that kind of skill level. It makes the difference. Like literally just being able to control your up airs like that. I kind of want to play you now and see how you're doing those.
I'm down to maybe play tonight. I'm very tired though.
No, but give me some more questions.
Yeah. I was going to shift to kind of talking about the top level of play right now. What do you think Mango needs to do to beat Zane?
I didn't really watch their set at Octagon. And of course it was like CRT, it's different. But Mango's the most ambiguous in neutral. I think, like, his very special... So, I think Zane, the battle is always just beating his consistency because I'm not going to say Mango's on his last legs, but, like, when it comes to just, like, who can mentally just have more will, I think it's Zane, and especially just, like, the push and pull of that matchup. But if you're talking about really specific, like, combo thing, it's really hard for me to, like, hey, Zane, this is what you need to do better, right? But... For Mango, I think he just overall needs to play way more safe with his lasers. I think he's an absolute god with laser forward tilts.
Yeah.
I think laser forward tilts are really good.
I love Mango's forward tilts.
And he's the only one that can, like, edge guard Marth, I think, with the Falco. Dang, I wish you... Honestly, dude, I wish... Ask me like a different like matchup between Zane. I think Mango Zane sets are so hard to. That's peak melee right now.
How about this? So Mario and I were talking about our favorite sets to watch. I love watching Captain Falcon Marth.
Okay.
So what about like Wizzy versus Zane?
Okay, Wizzy Zane is really interesting because.
Mark,
Shane,
how's it going, man?
it's good.
How was your tournament today?
It is still going on.
It's still
Amateur
going.
bracket.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, main tournament is over.
Tell me about main bracky.
I went 1-2. I won my first set against Kellogg, the Luigi player.
You guys had kind of a crazy set.
That dude. Actually,
I was trying not to pop off in the background, but I was kind of, for both of you, honestly.
Yeah.
Kellogg's wave dashes are
insane.
ridiculous.
Insane.
Dude.
His wavelands were insane. I was just, because game one, I was up like 3 stocks to 1, and I was like, oh my God, I got this. And then he brought it back, and I was like, oh, fuck. And we were both at like 130 or 150%, and I won game one, and we both like deep sighed, and we were like, oh my God, and we like both hit our vaves and stuff. It was funny. So I won that set 2-0. That was a really fun set. I played par 4 again in bracket. He beat me 2-0. And then I played Maybe I played Mario first, and he beat me 2-0.
Yeah, I think you played par 4. I thought you did.
I played all 3 of those. I think Mario may have been right after Kellogg because I stayed at the same.
You're right.
Yeah, so I went 1-2 in bracket, and now in amateur bracket, I think I'm 2-1.
Who have you beaten?
I beat LemonLord, and I beat Heat.
Carter.
And then I lost to par 4, game 5 last stock.
Oh man,
bracket demon.
You getting closer?
I'm getting closer. Yeah, that was super close. I almost had it. I had it within my grasp, and I lost it. So it's keeping the fire alive, which is good. I need the Falco practice. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I think I still have to play Cam, and I had to play Kellogg again, but he left, I guess. And so I don't know who else other than Cam that I have to play in amateur bracket. But it's been a fun week. It's been a good week. So
you feel good about your play today?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, I do feel good. I feel like I'm playing better than last local, which is what I said last time as well, which is that I'm just like playing better than last time. So I felt good about my play. I'm noticing things about my play that like I'm using too much or like whatever. I think I'm using Nair too much. I think I'm not up tilting enough. I think things like that. But it's nice that I'm noticing that kind of stuff, and that gives me stuff to work towards in the future. So I'm trying not to forward smash as much. I'm getting some forward tilt kills and stuff. So I noticed I didn't want to distract you during the set, but I saw you forward smash in the Mark forward smash zone, and I wanted to be like, oh,
I felt you.
Looks like that's the Shane forward smash zone.
I'm not saying it's not the Shane zone.
I know. I wanted to say so. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, was that against 7?
It was against 7.
Yeah,
yes.
That was a rough set for me, so I'm glad you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I felt like not intruding was the right play.
So in my defense, against Peach,
yes,
if that would have got him,
yeah. You had a great run today.
Yeah,
you had a great tournament.
I still took the loss against 7 pretty hard. I mean, part of it was like I was really anxious all day. I don't know why, but I was like anxious to come to the tournament, and then like 7 played some ultimate sets, so I had to like wait for my set to start, and I was just getting more and more and more nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like,
there's also real life stuff going on too in the background, which is also kind of anxiety inducing.
Active shooter right now by my girlfriend's house. Allison, when you listen to this, shout outs to Allison.
Shout outs.
But yeah, so that was hard. Then we had a really close game 1. I've already talked about this enough on the interviews, but it was a rough loss, and I remember what we talked about this morning, which was like, I'm going to try to have a good time. And so when I got into losers, I was like, it's double elimination for a reason. I'm not out of the tournament.
Yes.
And I ended up winning my next 2 sets, and I was pretty happy. So.
Yeah, I was very happy to see you take those and keep going. Yeah, I kept seeing you get up and fist bump, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what do you think you're going to work on for next time?
I've already made promises to people that I'm going to work on my Marth edge guards. That's really the next
What did you make a promise with?
Gaz, mostly. Just that I would do Uncle Punch. Marth edge guards, going off stage, forward airing, Falco options, power shielding, a lot of Marth stuff. I don't know.
You seem kind of spent.
I am very tired.
Me too. I'm pretty tired.
It's been a long day, and it's been a lot of melee. I noticed that during the LemonLord set. I was like, oh my god, my hands. Like,
well, we played this morning, and then you went to play your friends online.
I played my little brother for like an hour and a half, maybe. And then I played Ryan for about an hour and a half, maybe. And then I've been playing basically nonstop since we got here at about 6, maybe. So maybe since about like 6:30, 6:45, I've been playing. So, and it's like 9. Oh God, it's almost 10. There he is.
There he goes. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. I'm also watching this 7 versus Mario set right now. You want to commentate this set real quick?
I'm right behind him, but yeah, I'd commentate.
We got Mario doing some pillar combos right now. Got oh shit, that would have been bad. Give me your tournament highlights. What was your favorite moment? What was your lowest point?
My high and low lights? Low light is game 5, par 4.
What stage?
Well, stadium? I think it was stadium. Yeah, it was just last stock. There's so much I could have done, and I didn't. It's hard. It's
it
a
all
hard game.
flashes before
it's
your
a hard
eyes.
game, I know. Highlights. The Kellogg game 1 was a definite highlight. That was a great game. It was fun. And then the LemonLord set was really good, too.
Which set?
The LemonLord set.
Oh, in the amateur bracket?
and yeah, he took a game off of me. And those games were all
Dude,
really
I literally,
close.
I think once it comes together for him a little bit, he's gonna be a hitter.
Yeah, I told him that we can grind some like in our free time. So I think we're gonna hook up that Discord kind of thing and get some grind sessions going. Yeah, I really need the Falco practice. I think there's so many fucking Falcos in Springfield. So there's just Falcos and Marths, which is I guess there's one Falcon, there's one Peach. Am I missing anybody? That's like it, right?
We got some foxes.
I guess a Luigi.
Cam
Who
plays
plays-
Fox,
Cam plays Fox,
and
yeah.
Captain Falcon.
Okay.
Rick plays like Falco, Fox, and Falcon.
Yes.
Did you win? I got to interview both of you.
Yeah, that's sorry. I'm
No, you're
tired,
good.
but
No,
that's-
we can wrap it up. I can
yeah.
get back to Mario here.
yeah.
Give
yeah,
us
you already
one-
interviewed him, didn't you?
We got interrupted by their money match.
Oh, it's a money match. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm still trying to chess money match somebody.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would. Maybe I could swindle Carter into doing it.
Yeah, go get him. Go get him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 7 over here.
All right. Thank you for the time.
Yes.
I appreciate
Thank you for the time.
I appreciate the opportunity.
I'll get you home in time to get a
Yes.
good sleep.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Shout outs, Pugs.
Shout out yourself.
Shout out, no, dogs.
Oh,
the dogs,
just the
Pugs.
dogs in general?
Shout out, Boo.
Dude,
Boo's
shout
doing
outs
good.
to Boo,
Boo's doing
dude.
good.
If you can somehow give me that video of Boo's back, I will put it in this video.
I need to find that. Yeah, that's somewhere around there. Yeah. I will. Apparently, he's doing very well. Me and my dad talked for a while.
Good.
He's off of all of his meds except for his
Nice.
liver medication. That's the only medication he's on. He's
an
not
old
even
bag.
not even taking hydros anymore. He's just
nice.
He's just chilling, but he's sleeping through the night and he's still bounding around after they take him for a walk. And,
Cool. Hey, 7. You down? Cool. Go spit out your gum. Cool. Shout outs to Boo. Shout outs
yes,
to Pugs.
shout outs. Yes, GG's. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Peace.